Boing, boing. Yeah. Draw along, come on, grab your pens. We'll draw some made-up cartoon friends with zero sauce and his ukulele. Awkwardness won't end the draw along. It's good enough. Okay. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Draw Along. With me, Zero Sauce. Don't know if you could guess, but today we're going to be drawing Adventure Time. Yeah! We're going to be learning how to draw characters from Adventure Time, but we're also going to be learning how to draw Adventure Time style so we can make our own characters and then put them, original characters do not steal. So I prepared some source material? Reference. That's the word I want to use. Some reference that we can use for drawing. So if you don't know what Adventure Time is, it's a cartoon. Kids cartoon? Question mark? I don't know if it's, sometimes it doesn't feel like a kids cartoon, but kids watch it, I guess, so they know. So it's got this very distinct style. I don't know if you've noticed it already, but it's got simple faces. That's what we're going to work towards learning. We're going to learn how to draw the simple faces, which is easy, I guess, because they're simple. The noodle arms, and then we're going to draw some characters. So simple faces, pretty easy. 2 dots, smile. Something very Adventure Timey is they like to put these cheeks in. So you just put a little bit of like a bracket beside it. You got some cheeks. You put 2. You got double cheeks. What else is very Adventure Timey? The noodle arms. So noodle arms, also very simple. You just kind of and then you just draw a parallel line. So all you have to do for the noodle arms is you have to just draw a parallel line beside it, and then you've got it. If you don't draw a parallel line, it'll look very like tentacle-y. Here's some suction cups. We don't want that. We want very symmetrical noodle arms. So first step, we're gonna be drawing by practicing. So first thing we're gonna practice is we're gonna draw. We're gonna draw Finn. So let's have a look at Finn. If you guys remember from the Pikachu episode, what we want to look at first is we want to look at how we can take apart his design and break it into smaller, more bite-sized pieces. So first thing we got about Finn is we've got his body. His body is a very square shape. Sometimes it's got like a bit of like a thumbs to it, but most of the time it's very square, very rectangular. Something about character design is that you want to have a strong silhouette, which means that even if people can't tell, because especially if it's animated, if people can't like see your character all the time, or like something's happening really quickly, you want to have it like be readable or legible, I guess, what's going on. So I'm just gonna show you what that means. I'm gonna fill in Finn, and then we'll square him off a little bit so that he's a little cleaner. There we go. And then we'll fill in Ice King. Fill in Jake. Jake's a bit of a weird one because he's like, he's not always the same shape because he can change his shape. But I think like it's because of his general shape as well as like his just color. He's just a bright like orangey yellow blotch on the screen that you can kind of tell, okay, this is Jake. Jake's doing stuff right now. Oh, this is bad. There we go. This will be good enough. And then bubble gum. And then Marceline. So, oh, and should I do Rainicorn as well? I might as well. Wow. 안녕하세요. There we go. So, that'll do. It's not exactly accurate, but you'll see what I mean. So if I turn off this, you can look at these and you can still tell who they are. Maybe it's a little more difficult between Marceline and Bubblegum, but even so, like, she's got the tiara, so that kind of helps. Of course, the characters do change clothes and styles throughout the show, so that's kind of, I don't know, but it's a general rule of thumb. You want to be able to have a good silhouette so that you can tell your character apart from other characters at a glance. So Finn's silhouette, very boxy, very square. Ice King, it's very like a mountain with like a crown on it. Rainicorn's just long, and then Jake's like whatever. He's just blobby, but he's orange, so he's a big orange blob. So I think you can just always tell who he is. And Bubblegum, she's got this sort of like a cucumber cut in half shape, like a Larry the Pickle. And Marceline's usually hunched over, and her legs are usually like bent, because she's floating most of the time. Whoops, not that layer. So once again, we're gonna go. We're gonna go back to the drawing board. Gonna draw some Finn. So we're gonna start with the square. Finn square, and then he's got little nubs on the top for his ears. A circle where his face is gonna go, and then we've got the line which separates his shorts from his shirt, and his shorts also very rectangular, and then his legs also very, so you get those parallel lines. Got little donuts going on down here. Feet's just like a fat L shape. And then he's got his backpack straps, which are just going to be little ovals here. Noodle arm. Noodle arm. And we'll put his fingers like that. Noodle arm. Noodle arm. Fingers like that. So fingers, a lot of times in Adventure Time world, are either like defined hands, or they're just like little bumpies or like zigzags. So you can just draw that, and then give him his sleeves, give him his face, and then we're just going to erase this line where the pant legs cut off like that, and there we go. We got our own Finn. I'll just erase some lines, and then I'm going to color him in because I feel like it. Coloring's fun. Oh, I forgot to separate his head thing. There we go. There we go. Oh, I didn't separate these either. Whoops. Slow ears. There we go. Oh no. So there's in, and then the green backpack straps, and then the other green off the backpack straps, and then darker blue off his shorts, and then his skin. This one arm looks really fat and gimpy, but that's fine. And there you have it. We've got a fin. Perfect. So I'm just gonna merge these two. And we'll put fin over. Oh, we'll just hide fin for now. Fin. Alright, next we've got Ice King. So Ice King, he's got his like mountainy kind of look. So we start with like a like a hill. Yeah, that'll do. And then he's kind of rounded at the bottom here. So that's this shape here. And the next shape that kind of stands out is his big beard. So it kind of flows out this way. Actually a little bit like in front of his body, eh? And then he's got little zigzags, and then it comes down, he's got little zigzags, goes back up, zigzags, and then it rounds out up here, and then it goes into his hair, which goes behind his head. And all of that goes up to the crown, which has 1, 2, 3 points, and little gems. So these are just hexagons, and then these are diamond shapes. And then we'll just erase everything on top of his beard. There we go. And then we got little lightning bolts for eyebrows. And then his eyes are white, so they're not filled in. And then his nose goes past his mouth, which is kind of silly. I'm going to draw his mouth first. And then he's like that. He's angry. And then we'll give him his big nose. And then just erase that in between. And then he's got some zigzags to show his beard where it meets his face. Whoops. And then he's got his arms, which are in sleeves, so they're like more of a tapered triangle that's like round or like curved, rather than a noodle. But they're still pretty noodly, and his hands are just little nubs. And there's Ice King. I'll give him his little teeth, and his tongue is in here. There we go. And now I can color him in. Get that red sample. Get that yellow sample. Yeah, so quick Photoshop tip. If you want to sample, if you're working on Photoshop and you want to sample colors, just hold Alt with the brush tool on, and then you don't have to switch to the eyedropper every time. It's very helpful. How do you guys feel about that opening? Pretty snaz, eh? I found my old ukulele from elementary school. I haven't played it since like grade 4, but hey, I think it turned out okay. At least like it's good enough. Wasn't expecting much to start. Come on. There we go. Fill that in, and then And then his robe. So we're just filling in his robe. Why don't I use a bigger brush? I don't know. There we go. And then we'll just erase away the bits we don't like. Scroll back down to original size. Just fill it back in. And there we go. We got Ice King. Alright. Ice King. Done. So, we've got our little mountain shaped man. Oops, I don't want to shrink him down. I'll just hide him. We've got our box shaped man. What's next? Is I'll save Jake for last because he's weird to draw. We've got Princess Bubblegum, our like a bedsheet ghost shaped person. You can even like that, and then that's her hair, and then that's her dress. Ooh, spooky. Okay, but basically that's the shape, right? So you draw the top of the bedsheet ghost. And that's actually a bit long, so I'm going to cut it off here. I'll draw a better one. There we go. And then she's got her tiara, which is kind of like an underwear shape. A little circle on top. An upside down underwear shape. And then we'll erase that, make it a bit cleaner. Alright. And then the top of her head, where her hair meets, is very flat, straight across. And then down, and she's like, you know, like her name, Bubblegum. So she's very goopy and stretchy. And I'll just round this off here. And then her face is like this. So her face is like a circle, but since you can't see all of it, it's just the bottom of the circle. And then down to her kind of neck, chest, and then just the dress. This part's easy, it's just straight lines down. And there we go. Erase out lines so that we can show what's in front and what's behind. Put on the face, your little cheek for fun. And so her shoulders are just balls, little squigglies coming out of them. And she's got her hands on her hips, so we'll follow that pose. A little less angly and a little more noodly. Come on. It's getting this symmetrical line that's kind of difficult, but it's fine. It just takes practice. Erase these out. Erase this out. And then she's got a really high, like, belt. And then squiggle this, squiggle that. And there we go. We got our derpy looking Princess Bubblegum. Okay, so let's fill her in. I think I'm gonna start with just doing these like very simple cartoons just to get into the groove of like what I'm doing here, and then once I get more comfortable I'll work on more advanced stuff. But for now, this I think is a pretty good place to start. It's not too demanding artistically, but it's still fun and lets me get a feel for how I want to take this show. Show? Is this a show? I guess it's a show. Filling in her sleeves and then her rest of her dress. What cartoon should I do next? We'll see. Alright, oh, and she's got the detail. Oops. There we go. Which is more of a purple, actually. Neat. Oh, and tiara. Oops, tiara. Green. Give me that green. Is it blue? I guess it's blue. Oops. Whatever, I'll just sample from right in the corner. There we go. Princess Bubblegum. I'm just going to merge these two. Next. Marceline. Marceline, Vampire Queen. So, something distinct about Marceline. It's pretty similar to Bubblegum. Except for her posture. She's always got this kind of like S-shaped thing going, where she's hunched over, and then her legs are like bent and like lifted off the ground. So I'm gonna follow that. So she's kind of got this. I don't know where to start. Her head, and then I'm just gonna draw an S, so I can just kind of get a shape. Yeah, that's probably good. Okay, so her shoulders, and she usually has her arms just kind of limp. Let's go do that. This is starting to get a little more advanced already. I'm trying to just figure this out. And then her body, it's like this. And then her legs. I'm gonna hide my guide now. I think I got it. Oh man, this is tough. Without practice. Her legs are so far apart. Uh-oh. Okay. I can fix this. I'll just put this like here. There we go. This looks almost right. Her legs, and then so cut stuff like that, and then her sleeves, and then like that, and then her neck comes out like this, and then her head's like this, just like bubble gums, like a circle. There we go. But we're gonna cut that off with her hair, which goes over her shoulder a little bit. She's got like a part, like two parts of it, like a big bump here. This goes all the way down, and then a smaller bump here. And we'll just connect this. Erase up. Yeah, this is starting to shape up all right. There you go. And then we got and she's got an open mouth in this picture. Thing. And then we'll just erase where her hair covers her shoulder. And we forgot to draw her other hand. Whoops. We'll just draw it, slouch it down as well. Then her noodle arm. There we go. Marceline. Oh, her legs are so messed up. This one, and we'll fix the other one. And she's got boots. Kind of. And to show she's floating, we'll put a little bit of shadow on the ground. There we go. So, hair. Color in her hair. Oh. Too dark, I can't see. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. And there we go. Okay, what's next? Her skin. Top. Her jeans. Her boots. And since you got the red already, just gonna do 2 dots on her neck. Oh yeah, the reason why it's so light right now is like because I turned down the opacity on the layer so that I can see over the black. And that should do it if I turn this back up. There we go. We got our vague Marceline. Kind of okay. We'll make the inside of her mouth red actually. There we go. Good enough. What's this layer? Oh, that's her spine. Whoops. Marceline. Bam. And Rainicorn and Jake are a little weird because they have very, very weird body shapes. Rainicorn, she's just usually like an arc, like a noodle. She's got like she can go like in an S shape or like whatever. But I'm gonna stick with this like basic arc because that's like what a rainbow looks like. So it's gonna be easier to draw. So whoop, whoop. Said whoop. So like a rainbow, and then she's got these legs. She's got her little tail. And then she's got her head that sticks out like this. Rainicorn's weird. Because it's a very, very random thing. She like speaks Korean. It's interesting that she speaks Korean, but I don't know if there's an actual explanation for it. It is supposed to be like post-apocalyptic though, Adventure Time, so maybe she's just like left over from some Korean. This is what K-pop stars turn into in a post-apocalyptic future. Just turn into oh man, I can't get her head looking good. looks a little better. Give her a little smile. Oh, her eyes a little. Here we go. So Rainicorn and Jake, they have a very similar design aspect where their eyes have these dark circles, and that's kind of how you can tell where they're looking. Yeah. So like he's looking this way in this picture, but he's looking more up in this picture. And he's looking up at Rainicorn in this picture because of like where the dark circles are, which I guess is the not the back of his eyes, but like the back of where he's looking with his eyes. I don't know. Rainicorn's hair, nice and flowy. Whoa, wow. And it kind of is like a little bit higher than her edge of her body. Oh, this Rainicorn's a little derpy. That's alright. That's alright. We don't judge here at the draw along. There we go. Smooth you out. Man, I can't draw a Rainicorn for crap. Yeah. Okay. Let's color her in. So, I guess I want to start with yellow. And it's just yellow along the body. And then red on the inside. And then green. And then blue. Purple. And then pink. And then her face is also pink. And then purple. And then blue. And green. Interesting that they did skip orange. Eh? Oh, maybe it's because Jake is orange, so they don't want to like overlap the color because they're a thing. Because they're a ship. Yeah, that's my theory now. Red, pink, green. There's Rainicorn. You know what? With the color on, that's a little better. Alright. And then Jake. After Jake, I think I might end it soon. Or I'll do Jake and I'll do Lumpy Space Princess because she's neat. She's my favorite. Okay, Jake. He looks like a blob. So draw like a blob. A fat blob. Yeah. And then his legs, his limbs are of various size. I'm gonna draw the little ones. Like a little potato man. And then he's got his ears, which are either like this attached to his head, or they're just little V's or U's. And then he's got his eyes, which are just big circles with just darker parts where he's not looking. And he's got his little, are they called chops? And they're kind of like a mustache. And then his big circle nose, and then his mouth. He's got his teeth. Not bad, not bad. Zero so skill. And coloring him in is fairly simple. He's just kind of orange. Jake, everybody. Okay, I'm gonna clean this up now a little bit. Jake the dog and Finn the human, fun will never end, adventure time. There we go. There's Jake. Hide him. And then who's next? Lumpy Space Princess. So Lumpy Space Princess is made up of lumps. So basically she's got one, whoops, I'm still in Jake colors. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lumps like that, and then 3 lumps on the bottom. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lumps, and then 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, and then she's got a star on her forehead. She's got, however you want to draw this. I'm gonna draw this one. Oh my glob. And then her arms, they're like everybody else's, very noodly. There we go. Her color, like Jake, very simple. Oh, I didn't fill in Jake's mouth. Whoops. I'll color that in Jake, don't worry. So, darker red. Red. This is gums. And then white for the teeth. And then black, and I'll just draw the lines back in. Oh. There we go. So purple. And then the star. And then the inside of the mouth. So darker purple. And then tongue, which is like a lighter purple. Teeth. And she's floating as well, so I'm going to give her a bit of a shadow as well. Alright, so last thing we're going to do is we're gonna draw our own Adventure Timey character. So, I've got a little avatar of myself that I draw. So I'm gonna turn that into an Adventure Time character, or at least attempt to. So there he is, a little dude. So I'm probably gonna follow like a very Finn kind of look. So a box and legs. I want it to be a little more like here. So like that, and then legs. Oh, we didn't draw BMO. Okay, that's fine. BMO's a cube. With the noodle arms, the little face. And then socks. And then noodle arms. The rolled up sleeves. So little fat. I'll make him less fat. There we go. And then the hood. This thing. Alright. And then the drawstrings, pockets, the head. Screen. Oh, I should. Oh, this is. You know what? This is our BMO. I'm the BMO now. The box above the head. I'll put the Adventure Timey smile on it, and we'll fill them in. Like a cream color. Oh, forgot to. There we go. And then the hoodie can just be white, but I'll put some shading on the inside. And then tips of the socks. And then the jeans. Gonna be like this color. And then the head's gonna be BMO colored because we didn't draw BMO, but this will be a BMO. Yeah, that's pretty good. And I'll put the little shine on it. And there we go. And so now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna delete all this because we don't need this anymore. And then merge this, me. And we'll put everybody together. What is that line on? It's on rain accord. Okay. There we go. So you know what? Maybe everybody's a bit big right now. Let's shrink him down. Okay, ring and accord, go up here. Jake over here. Marceline, his friends of Bubblegum. Why is Bubblegum so much bigger? I'll just shrink it down so they can be friends. There we go. Nice king. Put you up here, down here. Finn. Put you over here. Alright. And there we go. Adventure time. Once again, on Tumblr, there is a tag, 0 sauce. Draw along, no spaces. 0 sauce, draw along. Post your pictures. And there we go. We're done. Woo! Adventure time, come on, grab your friends. We'll go to very distant lands with Jake the dog and Finn the human. Draw along, it's done. Adventure time. Bye!